What's up, guys? This is a base tour for my small 3 base. I'm on US Facepunch small 3 vanilla server. Just had a lot of people run by my base and kind of ask for a base tour, or they just wanted to see what's going on because it looks so crazy from the outside. So I figured I'd make a video on it. We just have an insane amount of loot too on this server, so I figured I'd show it off. So we live in a cave here. This is our main base. It's got all these externals with bolty turrets around it, and I think draws the most attention because of these lights and the fact that your FPS kind of cuts in half when you get near it. It's got double layer compound with spikes in between, middle barricades, and we have this entire top peninsula of the map walled off. It's about 8 squares or so that we have walled off just for fun. We just had a bunch of pure wood tees and chainsaws and just walled it off for fun. But this is our main compound right here, and I'll go ahead and go inside the compound and show you guys what's happening. Okay, so once we get in the compound here, you can go ahead and see we kind of started running out of space in the cave, so we just started storing a lot of stuff up top. It's not too much in most of these boxes were filled with wood. And so we have turrets and our, show you guys our mini hangar. So these originally were all for mini copters, but we ended up having to put boxes because we're just, again, running out of space. There's just so much. And there's some more boxes in here. A couple M2s, 3 in that box. Another 4 in there. These are mainly just guns in here, I think. Then over here, again, just a ridiculous amount of boxes in our compound. These are all my pure max health teas I was brewing up. We just got rocket launchers, sulfur, clothes and stuff. Just our furnaces. There aren't many boxes on this side of the compound. They're mainly just over here. And I'll go ahead and show you guys. It's actually a sign. So we own a shop on this server. We named it Costco. It had like 12 vending machines and pretty much sold all guns in the game. And that's where we got all of our sulfur from. We didn't farm at all. We just looted the shop, and I actually made this out of wires just for fun. It's a big sign. I'll show you guys the back how I did it. So basically I just hooked up a bunch of root combiners back here, and kind of just outlined it and then filled it in with wires, and it turned out pretty cool. And I'll show you guys. We have another piece of artwork over here that I did. Just drew a nice cactus on our neon sign. Okay, and I guess we'll go ahead and go inside the cave. So now we're in the cave, and I'm not showing off much of the base here, just kind of the loot that we have. Some crude oil, some comps. We really didn't farm for any of it. We just got guns from PvP, sold them for sulfur, and then raided with that. And I'll show you guys more towards the end, but we still have a ridiculous amount of sulfur in here. I think most of these are just empty, extra storage that we just never brought stuff down to the cave. We really didn't care too much. So you wrap around here, drop down. Just some metal kits, some AKs. Nothing too crazy on this side. Some kits, a couple of rockets and stuff. And then back here it's just to the TC. We didn't even bother putting on half the doors in here. And I'll go ahead and go on the other side and show you guys what's happening. Alright, so we're in the other side of the cave. This is where we keep the majority of the loot, since we just transferred stuff to this cave first, and we ended up getting kind of lazy and just left all the rest in the compound. But I'll just go ahead and start looking through some vending machines, just show off some loot. Row of ammo, box of sulfur, some more sulfur, some random stuff, another box of sulfur. Chest plates, face masks, Some GPN, a couple of rockets. 2 rows of rockets in there. Just a locker kit. These are just tier 2 guns we had in the cave before, and we never bothered to transfer them up. It's just some comps. We recycle most of comps because we don't need them. And send rockets and HVs from taking down heli. Some clothes. So I'll go ahead and show just some random stuff. I'll save these vending machines for last. Some AKs. Again, more Metal Gear. Some more AKs. And more, another box of AKs, another 2 rows of rockets. And some high qual. Some of this decayed, so it's kind of a hole in it, but we just didn't even bother fixing it really, since it's just so close to the end of the wipe. So here are the last couple vending machines. Just got some M2s, L9s, some more sulfur, scrap on low grade, and finally 3,000 explosives. So this makes about 300 rockets worth of explosives, and we've just been broadcasting it, hoping that someone would come raid us, but it never happened.